Donald Trump is pushing ahead to get back to life as usual, this despite coronavirus cases in the U.S. surpassing 2 million this week. The U.S. president will be holding his first rally next Friday, an indoor rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. There is one caveat, though, the New York Times explaining that participants must sign a disclaimer agreeing not to sue the president or the venue if they contract coronavirus. Now, that rally also coincides with Juneteenth, a prominent African-American holiday recognizing the end of slavery. Tulsa was the site of one of the worst episodes of racial violence in the U.S. in 1921. Now, this contradictory attitude from Trump is exactly the focus of a piece from the Washington Post today, which says that Trump's positions on issues like race, policing, and Confederate symbols are, quote, largely out of step with public opinion. It's also left his inner circle worried that he'll alienate key voters ahead of November's elections. Now, speaking of Confederate symbols, the Times of London has a great cartoon from Peter Brooks today, which sees Donald Trump, let's say, rebuilding Mount Rushmore in his own image. Moving on now, a transphobia row around Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling continues to dominate the opinion pages. Rowling appeared to belittle trans people in a tweet last weekend. She then defended her comments in a lengthy essay published on Wednesday, in which she also revealed that she was a sexual abuse survivor. But as this Vox writer writes, for many of Rowling's fans who grew up with the books, her comments have deeply hurt them. This writer has also penned an interesting essay about the representations of minorities in Harry Potter. It's well worth a read. Finally, let's end on this story out of India. A landowner there has decided to change his will to bequeath most of his 2-hectare estate to 2 elephants. Akhtar Imam has raised the elephants since birth. They freely roam his land and apparently helped fend off armed intruders in a recent attack. After that, he decided to change his will to ensure the elephants get most of his land. As you can imagine, it hasn't gone down too well with his wife and children, who will only receive a small portion of his land from now on. You can read all about that in the Deccan Herald.